morning, everybody. From now onwards, from this week onwards, what we will do is we will split up all the languages. For tonight, every Monday from today onwards, every Monday will be in English, and then every Wednesday it will be in Chinese, and every Saturday it will be in Cantonese。从今天开始呢，我们会把所有的语言分开来。那也就是说，每一个星期一呢，我们的直播会以英语。然後呢，每一個星期三是以華語，每一個星期六呢是以廣東話。So 今日咧，我哋會開始咧就係以英文為標準，即係每個星期係英文，每個星期三咧係中文，每個星期六咧係廣東話。所以咧咁樣就比較容易啲。So what we do is we split up the language so it will not be so confusing. So tonight we're gonna talk about more on what happens to us if we don't do anything into our family, if we don't maintain our youth and vitality, and to make sure our body is functioning at maximum efficiency. With this, without further ado, let's start. Tonight's topic is going to be very, very interesting because we talk about what happens to our family when we don't do anything to help our body. Let's take a closer look at some pictures that we're going to see on the next slide. This is a very, very sad and hard facts that take a closer look on the pictures that we have as an adult. If we never take care of our body, range between skin problem to breast cancer to diabetic where you need to inject yourself with insulin, to heart problem, to liver problem, to kidney problem. As an adult, these are the things that we will actually go through if we never take care of our body and maintain youth and vitality. Now, having adults, we will take full responsibility of whatever that's happening to our body. And what we do is we sought after the medical situation and then ask for help in that sense. However, there is something that's very, very cruel is, I'm going to show the next slide. Take a closer look at all these children. The skin problem, the defects, whatever that they are having, diabetic, and look at the deformity and everything else. Now, for children, this is absolutely not asked for. Why do I say that? Because they can't choose their parents. When they were born, they are born with this condition. Now, why does this condition actually form? Why does the baby come out having this issue and skin problem and diseases and unhealthy condition, or rather with a condition that the parents inheritedly pass to them? Actually, it's very simple. There is actually this theory called 3 generations of affected due to DNA inheritance. And this is a very common thing that when we go down to the medical institution today, or we go down to the clinic, or sometimes you go down to some medical expertise, they will always like to say, does your parents have this, or does your parents have that? And then they will say, oh, this is actually inherited, so there's nothing much they can do about it. But what they can do is to give you the medication and whatever it is to try to solve the immediate discomfort. Now, let me take a closer look and zoom in and show you what do we mean by 3 generations being affected due to DNA inheritance. Basically, this is a chart, okay? And then what you see is a 0 age, okay? 0 age for the baby. And then imagine this particular curve is when your dad gave birth to you. At age 25, this is your dad, okay? So your grandfather gave birth to your dad at age 25. And your dad born as 0 age, here 0 age, but if you take a closer look, the condition of grandfather's DNA at that point in time is actually DNA inherited condition, the age is 25. So that means 0 age biologically when you were born, but the cells and the DNA inherited age is actually 25 years old. It's not actually 0. Now imagine this. The next stage, when your dad gave birth to you, okay, at age 25, let's say follow father, what sort of father gave birth to what sort of son. Let's say you followed your dad, same situation, and then gave birth to you, your dad gave birth to you at age 25. Your age is 0, but your DNA age, make a rough guess. How old is it? It is actually 50 years old. This is very important. Take a closer look, 25, 50. So when your dad gave birth to you at age 25, it actually has the mom and your dad's DNA condition, or rather the health condition at that point will determine what is the situation that comes out, okay? Basically, if the condition is A plus B is very bad, comes out the AB is also very bad. That's what I'm trying to say. Every good thing they will inherit, what happens to the bad? The not so good also will be inherited. This is very important. And let's assume that you do the same thing following your dad's footsteps, and you at age 0, at age 25, you gave birth to your child, okay? Now here comes, when at age 25 you gave birth to your child is 0 years old, but the DNA inheritance condition is actually 75. Ta-da. That is the reason why many people say, well, that means every generation down, it is going to be the worse than the one before if the parents never do any adjustment in terms of lifestyle, in terms of diet, or in terms of anything that will take care of the body. So whatever rubbish that they put in the parents basically will comes out the same. Okay, so take a closer look on just now's children. When they were born with a condition, it is not their fault, it is the parents' fault, because the factory is de facto in that sense. So 75 years old, can you imagine? Now you will see many children having this kind of situation or health condition when they were born, because the DNA inheritance from their parents at age 75. Now, having said that, what is more worse, having condition is not only your own problem, because with health issue comes medical cost. Health issue comes medical cost issue. Do they take a closer look? Top health risk expected drive towards future claim. People who are going for insurance and just to protect themselves. The first one is high blood pressure, 58%. High cholesterol, 50%. Physical inactivity, 40%, 42%. Obesity, being fat, is 39%. Poor stress management is 39%. Now, with medical cost issue going up, then we zoom in on Singapore. Let's take a closer look. And in Singapore, let's take a closer look, okay? 55% by 2030, we will age over 50 years, are the fastest growing demographics, okay? And cost and productive loss due to ill health, from 2016, it will go up to $1,973. Okay, this is very alarming. Account for 40% and approximately 3.3 billion. All right, 1% of GDP. Now, the true cost of Singapore's medical bill. Let's take a closer look. Public hospital cost per day. You take a closer look. Ward A is 1,000 plus. Ward B is 686 to 1,000 plus. Ward B2 is 314 to 439. Ward C is 205 to 319. That's public hospital. Take a closer look on the private hospital. Cost per day, including medical specialists, is $1,300 to $5,000 a day. So, which is cheaper? Going early, take care of your body, maintain youth and vitality and efficiency is cheaper, or wait until the day you come where you need to pay medical bill, which is cheaper and which is more economical? At any point, I would rather choose taking health supplements and taking ASENTAR to make sure I maintain my youth and vitality. This is a very important fact that is undeniable throughout the whole world. And today, the whole world is having an aging population issue. With aging population comes health issue and medical cost issue. So with this, let's hope everybody understood why we are doing what we are doing, why we are trying to make life meaningful for many people, so that we can provide a platform to help people understand. With health issue comes medical costs, and medical costs comes everything else, okay? All families are affected. With this, we hope everybody understand that health is about getting younger and younger every day, and we wish you to be young every single day, okay? Thank you very much for listening for tonight.